Thank you, Delegate O'Neill. You can rest your arms with the signs for a while too, thanks.
You can get them out later. Last week marked the 25th birthday of a person I didn't know, only knew of. We had a number of things in common: schooling, hobbies, random tastes in music. Information I only learned from some of his friends and a Facebook page that was set up in his memory. I never got to speak to this guy because just after his 17th birthday, halfway through his final year at school, he killed himself. In the moments that he hooked up the pipe to the exhaust of his father's car and ran it through the passenger side window, he probably felt that he couldn't talk to anyone, that no one would understand, that no one was listening. I'm standing here in front of you because even though I never heard his voice, I listened. I heard him, and standing here on this platform, I will be his voice. In no country, not a single country in the world, are gay, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual or intersex citizens considered equal under the law. And that includes Australia. I am not considered equal under the law of the country in which I was born. Shame. There are rights that are afforded to some of you that aren't afforded to me. Shame. Now, I've been in the Labor Party since I was a teenager and have developed a reasonably thick skin. But what does this absence of equality say to someone who is already struggling with their sense of belonging and place in our community? Now, we can sugarcoat it, but it says that they don't deserve the same opportunities and aren't as worthy of protection by their government by mere fact of their birth. There are gay people sitting in the audience today, listening. There will be a teenager watching the news tonight, listening. There will be people reading the paper tomorrow, searching for a sense of inclusion and acceptance. They are listening to us, the party that fights for a fair go and gives a voice to those afraid or unable to raise their own. Yeah. They are listening to us to take a stand and say that you are not second-class citizens in your own country. Yeah. Marriage equality may seem an unimportant issue to some, but it's a symbol, and symbols are important. It's why we state in our platform, passed by this conference, that we'll move Labor Day back to its rightful place in May. It means something and it binds us together. Symbols that apply to some divide and marginalise. They say, you are different to me, less than me, less worthy, less human. How can we tell people they are valued as equal members of our society when they live by a different set of rules and hear debates, like this one, justifying why they shouldn't be afforded the same rights as everyone else, or that their rights are an issue for someone else's conscience? How can we stand up and rally against changes to bigotry laws unless we abolish state-sanctioned bigotry as enshrined in the Marriage Act? The absence of equality gives justification for the kid with same-sex parents to be picked on because the state says that their parents are different. Think of all the confused and scared people who are listening to us today. Listening for someone to say that equality is not a conscience issue, that the human experience, including love, marriage and family, is universal, hence rights are universal. platform states, "We believe in and work to achieve a society that supports equality, acceptance and inclusion, and a society that shuns discrimination." Shortly, you'll be asked to give your voice in support of this motion. Let us use our voices wisely. The future is listening.